So we're back in the kitchen, we're back cooking. It's warm as anything. I don't know if you can see, there's like a bead of sweat, so that's why I'm not wearing a t-shirt. I'm getting some food ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm heading up to North Wales and I'm gonna recce the British Hill Climb Championship course on the old shoe. So if you're just here for the video of the actual climb, and you just want to see like the actual climb itself, I'll obviously include it in this video, but I'll also, like, this is more like a vloggy type video. I'll include another separate video coming up very soon of just the climb footage, so you can just see it there, okay? Right, on with this video. So while Charlie's out down at the gym, I'm prepping the food that I'm going to be taking tomorrow. Tonight we've got a 1-tray sausage, greens and beans bake with rosemary pesto, although we don't have any rosemary left. Oh wait, yes we do. But that's tonight's meal, and then I'm also making some food for tomorrow to take with me, and I need to make some breakfast to take with me because I'm leaving quite early as well. So I'm thinking tomorrow's lunch is going to be like some nice salty, like potatoes done in the oven with maybe a little bit of protein or something on the side. That means when I finish my ride, I'm bound to be salty and sweaty and hot. I can devour some salty potatoes. Anyway, tomorrow marks 80 days until the British Hill Climb Championships. 80 days. Not until the start of the season, that's until the actual day of the Nationals. Actually, I posted on Strava today that it was a session that I did today that I wasn't that fussed on. And I also mentioned that I've now dropped some weight. I'm from 66 to 64. I'm still a fair way off my target, which is like 60. And if you're asking like why is 60 my target, like that's generally my race weight. So I'm not sitting at that all year round. I take time to try and get there in advance without having to like panically drop weight and stuff. So I try to do it gradually. So now I'm down to 64. I'm still a long way off that target, but I've still got a long time as well. And someone asked in the comments on my Strava ride, why am I trying to get down to race weight? And it's because of this competition, the British Hill Climb Championships, and the season in general, which starts in September and tends to end right at the end of October the 30th actually this year. This is a bit off the cuff, this ride. I will go up and do it again. I will plan a ride where I recce it, so maybe a few of you might want to come at the same time and we just have some fun on the climb.
Is Llangollen where we stayed in that?
Yes. Okay, we have arrived at a really wonderful place actually. Just outside, we are a couple of miles outside Oswestry, which is a really nice village town, I suppose actually, right on the border between England and Wales. It took me 2 hours and 45 minutes to drive here, and it's only 110 miles. But it's straight through the middle of Wales, which shows just how slow the roads are. Actually, fun fact, if I was to have driven to London Heathrow Airport all on a motorway, would have taken me the same time as it did to get here. So I can appreciate lots of people probably won't get a chance to come and see this course, you know, especially if you live, you know, south of England maybe. So if that's the case, I want to try and give you the best insight that I can of this course so that you don't have to drive all the way here to check it out. Right, let's get this climb recon done. I'll talk you through how I go about reconning, specifically for a climb like this, how many times we do it, etc, etc. So let's get into it. Looks like I'm going to be in and out of valleys. So apparently I have a savage climb just around the corner. It's not here yet though. Oh my word. Where is this going? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
I could do it. Yeah. Keep the weight down the front. 33% apparently. Probably isn't, but oh my word. I think we're over the worst of it. Wow. I'll let you know where this climb is. Oh my word. Where's the road going? Okay, I'll catch up in a bit. Oh my word. It hasn't stopped yet. Still going. You know it's steep when I'm having to vlog with my hand on the handlebars. And I was wondering how I was going to climb 2,000 meters in 70k. And this is why. That must be one of the hardest climbs I've ever done. I'm not joking. It was so steep, so straight, and it's even worse when it's in a lane like that, because there's nowhere to go. You just got to commit to it. The day is only just beginning. All right, Llangollen, here we are. I've got to show you this. Look how cool this is. So picturesque, so scenic. Llangollen railway station, the river right next to it. Beautiful flowers. So you want to know how to spell it? It's L-A-N-G-O-L-L-E-N. Got it? Well, there she is, the main road climb, where the usual Horseshoe Pass hill climb starts, which there does happen to be one this year, but there isn't one on the Old Shoe, which is where the Nationals is. So I feel that's a little bit strange. We need to at least have a race on it prior. I think it does lots of positive things for the publicity and, you know, the riders who are coming to race it at the Nationals. Builds up that hype. I think it's a missed opportunity. But so given that this is a recce ride, a couple of things I want to do, and I always try and get out of a recce ride. Obviously that's ride the climb or section of road or whatever it is. In this case, I want to do it at least twice. I want to do it at sort of, you know, just riding up it at whatever pace that is, so I can visually pick up any things like cracks in the road or drains, cattle grids, potholes, you know, the basics. But then I also want to give it a bit of a full send, because one, it collects data for myself, so I know where I am now and gives me an opportunity to progress from that point. So it's not about Strava KOMs, it's about testing yourself and where you are. Then from that I can sort of discover at race pace what the actual climb is like. Obviously a climb is much different doing it at race pace versus just riding up it. So that's what we're here to learn today. The climb is about 1.5 kilometers, so just shy of a mile, at about 13 to 14% average, but no doubt there's going to be some slightly steeper bits in it. So let's give it our first taste, see what it's like. Here it is. Well, if you've got a chance during the event to look to your right, there's a really nice view of the valley. Although thing is, like in the autumn on this climb, it's so like under trees that it could well be quite slippery, which might favour me because I like to be seated all the time. And yeah, climb's good so far, dead straight. I can imagine crowds on here could line the whole thing potentially, plus like because it's straight you don't have to worry about, you know, go around a corner or hitting fans on the side of the road. Hey up, this looks like the cattle grid coming up, and it does look like it gets steeper, or at least no, it's leveling off actually. This section just before the cattle grid has leveled off to to 10%. So let's see what it is after the cattle grid. This is legendary, and a good sign, and a sign of a very good climb, is the number of grip boxes on it for when it snows and gets icy. And I've counted about 4 so far in less than a mile. Yeah, so it definitely gets steep after the cattle grid, but then it does level off again. But then it goes up again. So, yeah, it's a tricky one. Tricky, but I love it. I love that. I love a climb that you have to think on and use energy in the right places. And the cattle grid is about 650 meters to go, so still a fair way. All right, I'm at the top. I'm absolutely covered in sweat, and I just ambled up there. The sun is blazing and it's right on my back, look, as I'm coming up. So so that was ridden at a gentle pace, 250 watts. That's all I can manage. If I was doing any less than that, I would have struggled to get up there, I've got to be honest. So we'll go back down, I'll give it a nudge, and we'll see how it looks then. In terms of road surface and everything, it's absolutely like perfect, apart from the cattle grid obviously, but it adds some spice to the mix. Yeah, it's a good climb, so well done whoever got this one on the books. It's a real good one. What an awesome bit of road this is. This is the main road, Horseshoe Pass, and it's stunning. Oh my word, I think I must have left my legs in South Wales. That was a tough climb going full gas, I must say. No idea what time I did, but it must have been about 7 minutes maybe. Oh, still, hopefully the Nationals itself, when everything comes together, obviously we'll feel a bit better than that. That's a bit demoralising, but it is just a recce ride. Keep reminding yourself of that. A lot of people, temptation sets in. They chase KOMs, they chase like that sort of prestige, or like fact that it, you know, it plays on other people's minds. At this level of competition, if someone takes the KOM, you know, it starts to, you know, rumours spread and all this sort of stuff, and I'm sure people will see me doing this ride and think, oh, Ed's nowhere near, and you know, didn't even take the KOM. But that's, guys, you know how we do it, you know how we do it. You know, it's so exposed up here, weather conditions, there's so much more to factor in. Even today, like, it's a nice day, but it's scorching, and when you're going that slow on a climb that's that steep with the sun on your back, you know, even a nice day turns into a day that makes it really hard to get everything out. But a successful recon. I'm gonna have to come up a couple more times, like I said, so I'll try and make that a bit more of a community thing, you know, if anyone's from the area, etc, etc. So you know that really steep climb that came up in the first hour of this ride? So I found an alternative. I've just been coming down here. I've just stopped at the hairpin. The second hairpin, I think it's the final hairpin. It is steep. That bit there, I daren't even ride on that bit. I was about to come around that corner. I just thought, I'm just going to come straight and bail out here, and then I'll just assess the situation. But it's still better than that other one. The other one would have just been straight down. So there we have it. Recon ride done, 2 hours and 45 minutes. 65k, but 1700 meters of climbing in that time. It's hilly around here. So it looks like I did a pretty respectable time actually on the climb. 6 minutes 35 seconds, which I'm pretty surprised at.
So it's probably going to sound a bit douchey when I say this, but I feel like I could have gone faster up the climb today. And to be honest, I probably should be saying that because, you know, 6.5 minutes probably won't be the winning time for the national championships. But there's a lot to take from that today. And as much as I did push hard up the climb, I got to about the cattle grid and I realised that I wasn't going to be able to maintain the effort I set off at. So instead I just rode like the steep bits hard and the flatter bits a little bit easier. So I did 400 watts up the climb for 6.5 minutes, which is obviously like 50 watts lower than my best. I enjoyed the recce. I learned a lot from it, and I've obviously got some footage from it as well though, so can use that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope you got something out of it, because that's equally as important. Ooh, right, we're all done. Heading back on a 3-hour drive or so. Eat my salty potatoes before I go probably. And I might stop off and have a cold drink at McDonald's. Milkshake or soft drink. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, comment down below if you're looking forward to it. Some great roads around here, so even if you're not racing, it's well worth a ride. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.